Uh, can I actually choose? Oh, I can actually choose. Um, let's go with it's Choco. That's my name, I believe. Yes, that's my name. With a sigh, I open my textbook. I got an important test tomorrow, and I haven't done anything yet. It might be getting late, but I really have to study now. I have to focus. I have to learn this stuff before I go to bed. Even though my parents aren't home tonight, and I've got the whole house to myself, even with all the temptation and no one to check on me, I have to study. I have to get a passing grade for this exam at least, or I'm screwed. But the temptation is so tempting. No, I cannot let my mind wander off again. Once I look out the window, I won't be able to concentrate on this damn boring. Just a peek wouldn't hurt though. Is what I said last night, but once I actually take a peek, I will do it again, and again, and again. Under no circumstances should I look out the window and at my senpai. How many lines have I read so far? I can't concentrate on this damned book, even when I don't look. Then why not take a quick peek? Slowly, I glance to my right and look out the window, careful not to be seen peeking. He's right there, casually leaning against the wall, while smoking a cigarette. He's right there, where he always is, my son. I don't know his favorite color. I don't know what food he likes. I don't even know his name. But I know he's always there, standing vigilant. Senpai is such a handsome, rugged man. He looks so strong and tough, and he always has that manly, unforgiving look. But what I like most about him are his eyes. His eyes are like mirrors to his soul. Every time I walk past him to school, he looks at me with those piercing eyes. Other men quickly look away when I meet their gaze. Senpai looks back at me, confident. Doesn't avoid making eye contact, seeks it, and doesn't look away. And as you can see, Senpai always wears cool urban jackets, long ones that look old and worn out, plain clothes underneath them. Senpai doesn't care about what other people think of his style. He wears it with confidence. But I do know what he looks like beneath them. In the summer, Senpai wore more revealing white t-shirts, and I can see this girl. This Senpai is very buff. He's no fatty underneath that jacket. Hi, what lewd thoughts I'm having. If Senpai knew what I was thinking. I was actually worried when it started to become winter. Senpai was always there in the summer, but I thought the winter nights might be too cold for him. So I was relieved to see that my fears weren't true. Even in the coldest, he would stand there until late in the night, just standing there, doing nothing. Some nights, he even stays here past midnight before leaving. In fact, I've never seen him leave before. When I can't sleep and take a peek outside, he's gone. But when I'm staying up late to study, he's still there, no matter how late it gets. Sometimes I pretend he stands there until I turn off the lights in my room. Wouldn't that be romantic? I mean, I haven't seen him disprove my theory yet. Focus, Choco. You've got that exam tomorrow. If you get distracted by Senpai tonight, grades are going to drop again. Your parents are already pissed about it. No need to make it worse. And maybe Senpai will be disappointed. No, he wouldn't. Senpai doesn't care about things like grades or school. He loves me for who I am, not who they want. Senpai is a real bad boy. No one tells him what to do, who he should be. If he wants to wear those clothes, he will. If he wants to hang out around at a street corner, he doesn't have to explain himself. If he wants to stay there past midnight, no matter if the people scoff at him and ask him to leave. No, Senpai wouldn't mind me having a naughty side myself. I mean, I would like to get good grades and become a nurse someday, but he wouldn't love me any less if I wouldn't. Although, I wouldn't mind patching it up after he taking off his shoes, see the wounds in my hand, and feeling the tension flow out of them under applying bandages and cleaning his wounds so my senpai wouldn't get. Hi, how romantic. Senpai getting into a fight to defend my honor, get some shameless treat, and me getting to take care of him in return. And that's what I think he's doing here right now. I mean, Senpai has to be sent for a reason. He must be a vigilante, watching the streets for any sign of danger. Oh, if only he would patrol them just. Wouldn't that be romantic? So, Senpai, are you standing there every night? Standing near my window, staring no. I mean, I've seen you glance my way before. I wonder if Senpai watched me while I was changing. I never changed in plain sight. I don't want to scare him off or seem like a slut after all. But Senpai could see me take off my clothes if he did. I wonder if he ever saw it. I look at him quite often, but never when changing. I get so flustered. I can't get myself to look out of the window. And look, that would be too lewd. I mean, what if he did happen to glance my way when I'm in nothing but my underwear? If our eyes would meet while I'm half naked, I would lose it. So embarrassing. And I would have to react. If I wouldn't immediately cover myself up, he would think I'm some slut who likes to be seen naked. I don't want Senpai to think about me that way. But if I were to cover myself up on screen, I think I don't want him to look at me. That he invaded my privacy. That I would think of him as a pervert. That he's not good enough for me. That would be even worse. So I can't get myself to look his way while changing. Does he look at me? I don't know. I can't. But I would like to know. Am I pretty enough for him? Does he like looking at me? No. Senpai like that? Like he's some ordinary perv. Surely he's not just watch me undress while having himself. I mean, is he? Is Senpai always standing here just to look at me? Watch me through the window until Wouldn't that be romantic? That he has been standing there so many nights just to see me. Just imagine, he braved the freezing winter night, scorching summer days. Me. No, it can't be. I mean, not nearly pretty enough to be noticed by someone as handsome as me, much less being obsessed. So just forget about senpai now and focus on my homework. Tomorrow's test is a very important. I think I've studied enough for today. Enough for a passing grade at least, I'm sure of that. What to do now? My parents aren't home today, so I've got the entire house. I could watch TV all night, or play video games, or chat with my friends on Hype, or maybe I could approach senpai. I mean, my parents aren't home right now. They wouldn't see us together. Daddy doesn't want me anywhere near senpai. He thinks that senpai is some good-for-nothing troublemaker. Daddy isn't around. If I were to approach senpai and ask for some coffee, it would be all alone, undisturbed, and my parents won't be coming home for another few hours at senpai doesn't like me. What if I scare him off when I approach him and ask him to come inside? What if he's not interested in me at all? Do I want my heart to be broken? Right now? I can at least pretend that senpai might like me. If senpai were to reject me, I would die of embarrassment on the spot. No, I mustn't think of that. Senpai is a good person. Deep inside, I know it. Even if he doesn't want to be with me, he won't be harsh when rejecting me. I'm sure he is tender and understanding underneath his tough exterior. He'll make sure my feelings aren't. Even if he doesn't like me, senpai will let me down easily, I'm sure of it. But oh. Okay, you can't say after, well, during poses. Approach? I should try it. If I don't do anything myself, I have no right to expect anything to change. Got to be. But first, I've got to rehearse what I'll say to him. If I don't, I'm sure my mind would be blank the moment I open my mouth. I wouldn't want to stutter and end up saying nothing. Alright, I can do this. Tonight I will do this. This is who she likes. He has binoculars. Okay, I guess we're approaching a stalker. There's no way he's not a stalker with binoculars around his neck. Always at her house. Making eye contact repeatedly. Yeah, no. Slowly, I approached senpai. He already spotted me and curiously looked at me with his sexy, piercing. I don't see what you see, girl, but each your own, I guess. I stopped just a few steps away from him and tried to look him in the eye. Hi. Why, hello there. What are you doing out here? Didn't your parents teach you not to go outside after dark? I'm sorry. But I was wondering, it's cold outside and you've been standing here. So maybe... What are you mumbling about? Would you like to come inside for some coffee? You don't want to? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. I'll leave you alone now. Quickly, I turn around to hide my flustered dash back home. Hey, wait. Senpai? You're inviting me in for coffee? I stop dead in my tracks and slowly turn around to Senpai. I am? And your parents are okay with that? They're not home right now. Is that so? Alright, I can use some coffee. Really? Sure, lead the way. He said yes. Oh my god. Girl. Okay, girl. Go. Chill. He said yes. Not like you're getting married. He's just getting coffee. Chill. Okay, follow me. I walk back home trying to act cool. It's tougher than it should be. Butterflies are fluttering in my stomach. My heart is beating in my throat and my whole face feels hot. It's all my concentration. Great. Senpai is going to be in my house. He's going to talk with me. I'm going to know his name. I fumble with the key trying to unlock the door and awkwardly giggle as I notice I'm jamming the wrong key into the lock. Embarrassing. Damn it, why didn't I leave the door open? This is so embarrassing. Finally, I manage to open the door and invite Senpai in. Laughs at me as he walks in. I guide him into the living room and he sits down on the sofa. I'll go make us some coffee. Actually, I don't really like coffee. You got any booze? On second thought, I shouldn't. I shouldn't be drunk for what we're about to do. Senpai lets out a confident where others would find intimidating or even ominous. How that last sounded, his voice makes me weak in the knees. Is she just not gonna question what he just... She's just... Okay. Just taking it as confidence. Okay. Senpai is such a bold man. And it's a good thing he didn't want any alcohol. I wouldn't want beer breath to ruin our first date. You know what? Fetch me a cola. I nod vigorously and go to the kitchen. I quickly take out the cola and set glasses. As I'm pouring his drink, I hear Senpai laugh again from the other room and say something to himself. This will be easier than I thought. This shouldn't take. Senpai going to leave soon? Oh no, did I scare him off somehow? Then I look too pathetic trying to open the door. Maybe Senpai isn't interested in me after all. No, I shouldn't think that way. I can make him stay. He just needs to get to know me. Make him love me. I enter the living room. Hand Senpai his cola before sitting down myself. So, quick think of something to talk about. Guys, what do you do for a living? You know, stuff. Stuff? I don't really like to talk about my work, but I've got a hobby I like. A hobby? What is it? Bird watching? I don't buy it. Okay, the menu's just not gonna work for me for some reason. Bird watching? You got to stand still in place for a long time. And you got to brave a lot of hot days and cold nights. But I like doing it. Somebody takes a large sip of his cola before continuing. I followed a few birds around before, and right now I'm after this little red-headed bird. A real looker too, but she only shows brief glimpses of herself every so often. But to an avid bird watcher like me, those Brief glimpses are all worth it. You sound really enthusiastic about your hobby. That's strange. Senpai's always standing at the street. I have time to go birdwatch. Does he go birdwatching when I'm at school? When does he work then? Or is he a professional birdwatcher? Is there even such? Although that does explain why he always carries around those binoculars. Let's come here straight from the park. For a long time, I thought this little red-headed bird didn't even notice me. That she didn't even know I was there or pretended not to see me. Sure, I like the way Senpai's talking about birds. It's like he thinks of them as people? And birdwatching isn't really a masculine word either. Did I misjudge how cool? But then this little red-headed bird suddenly looked at me, flew over, and invited me into her nest. The little bird must not have known she invited a snake. And when you invite a snake into your nest, it's only natural it would eat all your eggs. I'm confused. What the hell is Senpai blabbering about? Talking birds and is his actual hobby writing children's stories? Or is he trying to convert me to some crazy internet religion? Girl, he's stalking you. I don't understand. What you mean? What eggs? And why would you be a snake? You don't look like a snake to me. Are you a role player or something? No. The nest and the eggs symbolize your house and virginity, and the hell with this cryptic nonsense. You invited me into your house for coffee while your parents are away. It's almost as if you want me to take advantage of you. Take advantage of me? Do you mean? That's right, I'm going to... Rape. Gape. I'm feeling a bit woozy in this room, spinning. Quickly, I grabbed Senpai's glass from his hand before he dropped it, and put it back on the table. Then I take a moment to admire how cute Senpai looks when he's asleep. Hi, Senpai. The roofie I put in your coat took a long time to take. Your metabolism must be really strong. I expected no less from you. Manly. Although you were acting a bit strange before you finished. Snakes and birds. I didn't know roofies made someone hallucinate and ramble before they're knocked out. Anyway, I should move you before you wake. I can't keep you here. Daddy would be pissed if he found out you're in the house. He really doesn't like you, I'm afraid. But that's okay. I love you, and in time, you'll learn how to love me too. Well, what would I do with you in the meantime? Daddy will be real angry if he sees you in his house. Ah, I know. I'll put you in that storage unit I have. Just until you wake up and learn how to love me. I'm sure you'll do so. You won't be stubborn, would you, Senpai? You wouldn't break my heart, right? Because I would hate having to pierce yours. No, I'm sure you won't disappoint me. Senpai, you'll learn how to love me, and then I'll move in with you, and we'll live happily ever after. Doesn't that sound wonderful, Senpai? Okay. Wow. Okay. Um. You know what? We'll leave it Yandere this time. And we're just gonna clicky click 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 till I can make the choice. You know what we're not gonna do? We're just not gonna let it in. That's what we're gonna do. Not. Girl. I am clicking so fast right now. Oh. I don't know, she's having one of those subconscious. Not that short. You know what we're not gonna do? We're not approaching him. I shouldn't. I would be heartbroken even if Senpai let me down easy. Senpai, it's such a bad boy. He wouldn't like it if a girl asks. He should ask me out. Yeah, that's how it should be. It would be so romantic. But he hasn't asked me out yet. How long will I have to wait before he does? I mean, it has been half a year already. Maybe he's just as scared as I am? Maybe he fears my rejection just as much as I fear his? Poor Senpai, wondering if I like him or not. If only he could feel the burning desire I have for him. If only I can tell him how I feel. Maybe I should show my affection more. I mean, I never looked at him directly. I always look away when he looks my way. I always glance secretly. Maybe he saw me avoid his gaze. Thought I wanted nothing to do with him. That I'm some ice queen who thinks herself to be above the likes of him. I hope I never gave Senpai such. You know what? I shouldn't look away this time. This time I should look out the window. And when he looks at me, I should look back. Smile at him. That would show my affection to him. Maybe I'll even wave at him. Yes, if he's standing there for me, he'll know I like him too. He might gather the courage to finally ask me out. And if he's not here for me, And if he's not here for me, I'm just being friendly to our neighborhood vigilante, showing my appreciation for protecting us all. It's the perfect plan. Yeah. There we go. Now it's working. Did I actually save though? I didn't. Now it did. Turn. We are going to not look out the window. No. I can't do that either. If I'm going to look at him, I'll fluster and forget the plan once his piercing eyes meet mine. And make me weak in the knees like usual. No doubt about it. I would ruin even a simple plan like that. Oh, Senpai, if only you were a stalker after all. I could lure you in with some of my innocent whites and know for sure that you liked me too. Wouldn't that make things easy? I could just hang them out to dry at my window and then wait until you sculpt the wall to steal them. Then you'll see me sitting there, watching you as you're caught holding my panties. I can already imagine the adorable blush you'll have in your eyes. Met mine, and you'll realize the situation you're in, and I'll giggle and confuse the hell out of you. Oh, Senpai, it would only make you blush more, wouldn't it? And if you're our neighborhood vigilante after all, you would approach me later and tell me about the dangers of leaving my panty out in the open like that. I would thank you and maybe get the chance to confess my feelings to you. Yes, maybe I should try that. It's simple, safe, and a bit naughty. We're gonna save that checkpoint. Oh. Girl, you're stupid. No, that's a stupid idea. Thinking my panties out in the open? Lauren Senpai would pay? Like he's some sort of animal? It would never work. It would only make me look lewd. My ideas have been getting worse and worse. Just thinking like this is going to scare my senpai away. I should have stopped trying to think of ways to make him mine and enjoy our time together. I can love senpai from afar. I can control myself. If senpai wants to be with me, he'll ask me out himself. I'm sure of it. I have to keep my eyes off senpai for now. I can't stare at him for too long, or I'm going to screw it up. I have to keep myself occupied with something else. But what? I could just go downstairs and watch some TV. Till some time before my parents get back. Or it's time to go to bed. Or I could chat with Sebastian-kun for a while. I'm sure he's up for it. Who's Sebastian-kun? Did I forget to mention him before? My bad. Sebastian-kun is my childhood friend. We've been playing together for as long as I can remember. Friends before we could even walk or talk. And we're neighbors too. So we see each other quite often as well. And I had to admit, Sebastian-kun used to be my senpai before I met senpai. He was my first crush, but it never went anywhere. Back when I still had a crush on Sebastian-kun, we used to chat a lot, and every so often the topic shifted to dating and relationships. When this happened, I tried to casually lead the conversation to what girls he liked. But every time I did that, he would blush and look away. He couldn't look me in the eye, even though we had been friends for longer than either of us could remember. It was a real mystery at first. Why would Sebastian-kun look down and stutter while he tried to change the subject? Why would he blush and avoid my gaze as he tried to formulate an excuse not to answer my question? Girl, you dense. Girl, you dense. What do you think? You dense. Out here crushing on the stalker when there's someone that already likes you. You are dense. For a while, I hoped he liked me, that he wouldn't answer my questions because the answer would be a confession. So I wouldn't say a thing after asking him. Something of that nature to make sure I wouldn't rush or interrupt him. I would be completely silent and just look at him with encouraging gaze, hoping he'd confess his love to me. But he only said less when I did that. He seemed even more flustered. Girl, don't tell me you let this man slip your fingers. If it wasn't me, I started to wonder what girl he did fancy. Was it Chelsea, Diane, or maybe that vain girl, Vivian? Just thinking of what girls could be the crush of my Sebastian-kun would fill me with sadness. Vivi never showed my jealousy, of course. When I asked Sebastian-kun if he liked one of these girls, I would ask him with a warm smile and a calm voice. But every time I asked him, Sebastian-kun surprised gave me a clear answer. No, I don't like her. And he seemed genuine, too. Every girl I asked him about, he would say he didn't like at all. He would say they were pretty. Sure, he wasn't attracted to them. And I was confused. Sebastian couldn't like any girl. But when I asked him who he liked, he wouldn't look at me. Stutter and turn red like a tomato. Tomato? Tomato? And he wouldn't answer me. It took me a while to figure out what the answer was. It was so obvious once I figured it out. Sebastian-kun was girl. He's not gay. He ain't gay. You just dance. You a dance. You dance. You a dance. Oh my god. Sebastian-kun was gay, but he wasn't ready yet to tell anyone. I mean, what else could it be? He never answered my question, because he was afraid to tell me about his real preference. But that's okay, Sebastian-kun. I'll be your friend, no matter what your sexual preferences are. I'll support you all the way. And I hope that once you're ready to tell anyone, it will be me. You can trust me, Sebastian-kun. I won't shun you. So that's Sebastian-kun's story. It has been a while since I figured it out, and I noticed Senpai standing outside my window a few days later. I actually asked Sebastian-kun's opinion about Senpai, but it seems like Senpai isn't his taste. He even seemed a bit confused when I asked him if he thought Senpai was cute, too. Now, let's get back to my question. Girl, he's confused because he ain't gay. He likes you. You're asking if he likes a dude outside your window. Can I watch some TV or a hypo Sebastian-kun? Another choice. Let's go and delve into Sebastian-kun. I opened Hype on my computer and started a conversation with Sebastian-kun. That was missing. Hey Sebastian, how is it hanging? Same as always, and may I say you look pretty today. Oh, also, same as always. Not that I think you always look the same, you are even more beautiful some days. Oh, wait, I don't mean you look ugly today, I screwed up again. Why can't I just play it cool? Aw, thanks Sebastian. Poor Sebastian-kun thinking he needs to hide his true self from me. He started to try compliment me like this is— oh my gosh, he's not trying to compliment you because he's hiding it. He's trying to compliment you because he likes you. Oh my god. Please. It's painful. How do you not notice? Like this, after I told him I got a little crush on Senpai and asked him if he liked him. Sebastian-kun must have realized then that I knew, but never dared to actually say it out loud. And he probably stumbles over his own words like that because he wants to use the word fabulous or something, but realized it would be a bit too on the nose. I mean, what other explanation could there be that Sebastian-kun isn't gay after all? Oh my god, girl. Girl, here's a thought. Here's a thought. He likes you. He likes you. That's silly. Why would he stutter, blush, and look away when I asked him what girl he likes? I don't actually like any of the girls. Why would he start complimenting me after I told him there's someone else? Why is it that complicated, silly? So anyway, how are you doing on that test we've got tomorrow? I think I've got it. How about you? You think? Yandere-chan, what has been happening to you lately? You used to be such an avid learner, but these days you rarely get anything more than a passing grade. Is it because of the stalker outside? The one you said you had a crush on? It is, isn't it? Quickly, I glanced outside to ease my suspicions, but what I saw only confirmed the unthinkable. What? Where did Senpai go? The corner is empty. The man who had been standing there just a few moments ago vanished. And Yandere-chan already knew where he went. Damn it, Yandere-chan. You shouldn't let someone like that get to you. He's bad news. It seems Sebastian didn't notice the stalker when he opened the window and climbed in. Nor did he notice it when the stalker took out a gag and walked towards him. Sebastian, behind you. Sebastian turns around to see Senpai standing in his room. He quickly gets up and takes a defensive position. Are they censoring? Because it's a different color. Did approving Chibi's just like censor the game? Is that it? The ponies are you doing in my— Why ponies is a censorship? I need to know. Instead of answering his question, Senpai swings his fist at Sebastian-kun, but Sebastian-kun barely manages to dodge. No need to struggle, pretty boy. Just lay down, and it will be all over soon. I promise, I'll be gentle if you don't resist. What? You want to sunshine me the ring? What the fuck is censorship? What's the matter, pretty boy? Am I not pretty enough for you? No, I'm not gay. Oh my god. No, 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 no. See, Yandere, you were dense. Wait, not gay? What does senpai mean? Not— Well, I mean, he is senpai. Sebastian is senpai. Or not gay. He said he's not gay. Neither were the other pretty boys I bought candy— Oh my god. Do you really think your preference matters to me? I'm not gonna let you be friends. You princess. I love Yandere-chan, not some puppy like you. Sebastian loves me. Sebastian-kun is in love with me. But I thought that when I asked him which girl he liked, he was too embarrassed to tell me after all. When I told him about my crush on Senpai, he did get jealous. But Sebastian, Senpai, I remember now, my love for you was so deep. My burning desire is so passionate. When I thought we couldn't be together, it broke my heart. The moment I thought you were gay, I knew we couldn't be together. Even if I were to confess my feelings to you, even if you tried to love me in return, I knew you could never truly love me. Our love would be a lie. I couldn't live with that, even though it would be a lie. I wanted to have it. I wanted to be loved. I wanted to be. So I convinced myself I was no longer in love with you, Sebastian Senpai. I had moved on to another crush. Burning desire I felt was not towards you. I projected those feelings towards someone else. I directed them towards the first man I saw. I directed them towards a stalker. He's no vigilante. He's a creep. A low-life pervert. And I knew that. I knew it from the beginning. I even bought Mace when he started to hang around our neighborhood because I felt unsafe. But when my heart was broken, I suppressed those memories and my sense of rationality. I convinced myself into believing that creepy stalker was my prince and ignored all reason. Oh, Sebastian Senpai, how I must have broken your heart with my delusional love for a filthy stalker. My heart belonged to you all this time. Didn't know it myself. Girl, while you're having this inner monologue, you can be saving this dude that you like so damn much. And now, my Sebastian Senpai is in danger. I must save him quick. Girl, if this was reality, he'd be dead already. He would be dead already, okay? I quickly grabbed the mace I bought a few months ago and opened my window. My room is on the second floor, but I don't hesitate as I climb out. Good. The stalker left Sebastian Senpai's window open, and fortunately, it's on the same floor as mine. I don't think of the height. I don't consider what will happen if I slip. I don't think of anything. Really, all I can think of is that I have to save Sebastian Senpai. I jump and grab onto the sill of Sebastian Senpai's window. A second later, I'm standing in his room. By now, the stalker has cornered Sebastian Senpai. Oh my god. I'm guessing the chibis or something. Yandere-chan? Why did you come here? Never mind, get out of here quick. It's too dangerous. I'll be fine. Fine? You think you'll be fine? My darling Sebastian, you have no idea what I'm about to do. You won't be fine. The stalker lets out an ominous laugh and sends shivers down my spine. What a creep. How did I ever think of him as anything more than that? And you, Missy, I suggest you listen to your little boyfriend here. Get out now. Once you see what it's about to happen, you can never forget it. And trust me, you'll wish you could forget. Before the stalker can finish his taunt, Sebastian Senpai grabs the desk lamp and swings it at the stalker's head, shattering the light bulb. Stalker stumbles forward a bit from the sudden impact, and Sebastian Senpai quickly dashes past him. Sebastian Senpai quickly stops in front of me and turns around towards the stalker, taking a defensive position to shield me from the intruder. Quick, Yandere-chan, get out of here, I'll hold him off. But Sebastian... I'll be right behind you, now go. The stalker recovers from the blow and rubs the sore spot where the lamp hit him. You know, I was trying to be a nice guy, trying to go easy on you, but you just had to resist me, didn't you? You just had to make me angry. And trust me, you won't like me when I'm angry. When I'm gentle, you can survive. Let's call them love taps. In fact, there are a few pretty boys who lie down and didn't resist. They lived to see another day. But when a pretty boy makes me mad, I don't show such restraint. No, no, no. When they think they can harm me, it fills me with this unbridled rage. I just get so angry, I can't help myself. And once I get started, there's no stopping. I'll keep going and going. There's nothing left for a boatload of kitty cat beaten to a bloody lemon covered in freckles. And then I scoop a banana each and every one of those freckles until each one of them is oozing with my strawberry yolk. Before it even comes to that, I have some fun with you while you're still alive. I'll invite you to a nice dinner and introduce you to some friends. I'm sure we'll have a good. Stalker pulls back his coat a bit to show a nasty looking knife stained with rust and blood on his belt. Especially my buddy Gutter here is a real favorite of mine. He's a bit worn down, but the rust only makes him even more interesting. He has a lot of funny stories from all the adventures he and his friends have had. Just because he's a bit older doesn't mean he's just as fun. Kids, respecting your elders is great virtue. But enough about that. Let's talk about something fun. Does anyone like jokes? What do you call a boomerang that doesn't return when you throw it? A stick. Like a joke, right? It's always better to talk things out and make new friends rather than arguing. Sunshine and rainbows, hugs and kisses, friendship. Dear Lord, is he still saying no words? I am starting to run out of happy thoughts. So, how about those Packers, huh? They've been doing rather well for themselves lately, haven't they? Hey, I don't know if they're doing good or bad right now. I don't even know what sport the Packers play. I was just trying to make small talk. I get nervous meeting new people. You bastard. How could you even say, much less do such despicable things if you're inhuman? He's finally done. Oh, thank Haruhi. I can never unhear the things I had to censor. Stay back, Yandere-chan. This guy is obviously sick in the head. We better make a run for it. Run? You really think I'll allow you to escape? No, I'll befriend you and I'll make her watch, and then I'll shake hands with the both of you. No loose ends. Suddenly, the stalker lunges at us. Sebastian Senpai screams in fear and jumps back. Oh wow, when she said mace, I thought she meant pepper spray, but no, she meant like an actual damn mace. Okay, you know, that was on me. I thought it was pepper spray, but you know, who buys a medieval mace nowadays? The stalker slumps to the ground and spaghetti falls just from his temple. I can't with the censorship. Yandere-chan, why do you have a mace? For self-protection, silly. When a woman wants to protect herself, she carries pepper spray, a taser, or a mace for her. Yes, but when they say mace, they mean pepper spray. They don't mean an actual mace. The pepper spray is for weak women who have a lot of experience with spray cans. The taser is for weak women too, who is more powerful and requires clothes. But I'm pretty strong, so I chose the mace. It's much better weapon if you know how to use it. Seeing how it knocks out the assailant better than just temporarily stunning him. But it only shows how this man-centric society looks down on us women. When I went out to buy some self-protection a few months ago, there was no maces in the section where the other self-defense goods were, and the clerk looked at me as if I was crazy when I asked. Oh, you must mean the pepper spray. It's right there. That jerk already convinced himself I was too weak to wield a weapon that could actually do something against an assailant. No. The word mace just means pepper spray. It just pepper spray is weaker than mace because mace is supposed to have a. Oh, this girl. And even at the medieval fest fair where I bought this mace, they thought I was really joking around or preparing running gag. Women who actually fight back, hilarious, isn't it? Believe how anti-feminist men still are in 2017. For crying out loud. Yeah, sure. But enough about that. Let's call the cops on this guy. Senpai? It's been a while since you called me that. Just when I was starting to get used to the Kun thing. Ouch. Oh, and Sebastian Senpai? Yes, Yandere-chan? Isn't there something you'd like to tell me? What? I already heard you sing it to him, but I'd like to hear you say it. I nudged toward the unconscious and looked back to Sebastian's side. I awkwardly fiddle with my fingers and hide them behind my back to cover it up. You are Yandere-chan? You can do it, senpai. Okay, Yandere, I like you. I like you. So I was wondering, would you like to go on a date? I jump into Sebastian Senpai's arm before he can finish his. And he seems shocked at first. you just you just jumped. Yeah. Oh, Sebastian Senpai, I've waited so long to ask me. We're together at last. Aha, it's a true love and why is a low grade? Oh.